What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel in another video. Today we're going to be doing a simple little open cup with these three colors on a different type of base though. So this is a fairly small canvas. I think it's a 8x8, and then so we're using cerulean blue, fluorescent pink, magenta. All these colors were mixed 2 parts Artist Loft pouring medium to 1 part paint, and there's 1 drop of OGX, the silicone that I use. I'm just going to start saying that in the colors but not in the base. And then I have this little cup here that I just cut the bottom of it off. So let's get our base down. We're definitely not going to use all this paint, but I want to have a nice base. And I don't think I've ever tried a metallic base, so I'm curious to see what that's going to do with the colors. So I have the cup in it, and then I'm just going to allow these colors to kind of churn through that silver. So I'm going to pour from a height that's a little bit higher. How's everybody doing today? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Summer is already here in Phoenix. It was 105 degrees yesterday. It's going to be something similar to that today, but it's also monsoon season here. Well, actually, monsoon season might be almost over. But I hope you guys are getting ready for 4th of July that's coming up. How are you guys going to be celebrating the holidays on 4th of July? I remember I used to really enjoy going, when I lived in Florida, to the bridge on the river, and they would be lighting off fireworks from the other side. So that was something that was really fun for me. I enjoyed that as a child anyway. So I'm just letting these colors churn through. You can see the blue's already starting to kind of come out of it. I'm gonna have to be a little more sparing with this blue because we're almost out of it. So in the comments, let me know if there's a style or a technique or something that I haven't done in a while that you would like to see. If you have any ideas for a certain type of pour that you would like to see, let me know. Right now I'm just going around the outside because it's starting to roll under. And I'm going to take the heat gun to it and pop some cells and see what's underneath. And we have little cells starting to come. Not a whole lot, but little ones. But that is more than enough paint. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of the silver, put it in the middle so I have something to swipe over the colors that are in the center, so it looks a little more natural. Hopefully. We'll see if we can get it to look a little more natural. So I typically always like to swipe through it and drag the colors across each other to kind of break up that outline a little bit. And then we have this crazy looking bullseye cell right there. And now I'm going to heat it up again. Where we swiped, I do want to help some cells start, but it'll be much easier to get the cells once we thin these layers out. So let me see where the weight of the paint is. So you can see this part is shifting right here. That's where all the majority of the weight is, but that is also, you can see that's where the cup was. So I'm trying to just adjust it just a little. I don't like that giant spot of magenta right there. So we're gonna fix that before we spin it, because if I spin it, that's just gonna be a huge spot of magenta, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna take my little knife thing, paint knife, palette knife stuff, and put a little bit on the bottom of it. And tilt it so that it's kind of moving. Hold on a second. So that might be too much, but we'll see. I just don't want that huge spot of magenta there. So yeah, we covered that up, but all right. So now we're ready to stretch. Ooh, I kind of look like a, I don't even know. It suddenly got very dark. That's kind of interesting looking. And then our big old bullseye cell got stretched all to heck right there. And now hopefully we'll get some nice big round cells in the center where that swipe was. Because you can see this big dark spot of magenta right here is that spot that if I would have just stretched it without covering it, that whole spot would have just been solid magenta basically. And we're getting some pretty cool cells in cells. Like this little cell right here looks like it's got a little face, 2 little eyes and a nose, and then I don't know, they're all doing that. 2 eyes and a nose, 2 eyes and a nose. They're all doing that. That's odd. Yeah. So I'm just gonna warm it up just a little bit more. And now it's not really doing too much. I do want something to happen in the center though. So we're gonna try to kind of force it, probably. It might not work, but it's not really doing too much. It's doing stuff over on the sides. There we go. Well, I do like this. Let me get this over the corner here. And all 4 sides are covered. Nice. All right. Well, things are still happening in here, and I think they will continue to happen as it goes through the drying process, because cells are starting to kind of open up on their own. And then we got these little tiny cells over here. I'm curious. For science. For science, I'm going to see if chameleon cells will open up a little bit in the center. 'Cause who knows? I didn't even touch the paint. You gotta touch the paint. Yeah? I didn't really mix this specifically for the chameleon cells, but let's see. Yeah, it's starting to do stuff. If I go a little deeper, a smaller dot. Yeah, it's creating some openings in relief. I just don't like that big swath of gray or silver that I put there. So we're gonna just do things to it, because alrighty. Well, let me get you guys down here and look at this thing, because I think it's pretty cool. I do like the explosions of cells that are going on. And then you guys can tell me what you think. Alrighty. So that silver actually made some pretty cool little effects. And then we have like a ton of little like pomegranate looking cells. I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them, because they look like little pomegranate seeds to me. And there's a bunch of them that do that. But it came out really cool. I love the way this dried. There was no ripples in the paint. There's really not much texture to it. But all the colors together with that silver, it's almost like a white lightning.
If you want to watch another video just like this, click the screen right now and I'll see you there.